Today is Wednesday. Wednesday is a good day. I do love Wednesdays, especially for these meditations, because of our line at the end, which says, "May I feel luminous and may I feel loved." It's my favorite. But just as my friend Rick likes me to do, just making sure we're on. Oh, there's Michelle. So how's that? There we go. I think we're good. Welcome. We've been talking a lot about being angry, talking about having arguments. Um, there's an interesting idea that's talked about a lot when people are doing meditation or mindfulness, and that is that it's something that you do alone, right? And so it seems like it can be a selfish act, right? An act where I don't need anybody to do this. I'm totally separate from everyone. I'm alone. I'm going inside of myself, and there's a critique that it's very self-oriented, and I think to a large extent that is absolutely true. We are basically alone in our meditation, even though I'm guiding this beginning part, and every once in a while I'll come in and help to guide it. It is something that we do for us, right? And the reason why I'm mentioning this is because there was this huge critique of Korach, the main character in our Torah portion, that at the very beginning, the first line is Vayikach Korach, and it says, and Korach took is Vayikach, and he took. But the rabbis, Rashi and Ibn Ezra, talk about that Vayikach as he took himself out of the community. He separated himself from the community so that, and then brought this argument to Moses. And so it begs that kind of understanding of what does it really mean to separate yourself from the community? And are we separating ourselves from the community by doing these meditations? Because we do them alone, right? We're doing them, each one of us is in our separate homes, and we're alone, and we go quiet for 25 minutes. And so there is that idea that we might be, in some ways, separating ourselves from the community. My teacher, Jordan Bendat Appel Bendat Appel, at the Institute for Jewish Spirituality, talked about this. That it is such a it is a lone activity, and that some tend to believe that, oh, why do I want to meditate? It's not involving anybody else, and I need to be social with other people, and if I'm going to do something spiritual, it's going to be with others around me. And Judaism has a lot of that, right? That we think about Judaism, that you need to have 10 people to do certain prayers, and that prayer in Judaism is usually a communal activity. And even the silent parts, you're doing it while you're in community next to people. And so it was pointed out that, yes, for this time period, we are separating ourselves from the community in a significant way, right? I mean, although we were, before the pandemic, doing this together in a room, even then, it is for our own personal private benefit that we do this, one might argue, and that we really aren't part of anybody else except ourselves while we do it. It is true. When I meditate, I'm trying to really concentrate on my breath. I'm trying to concentrate on just being here. But I do it for the purpose of I do it for the purpose of going back out into the world afterward. The purpose of these meditations, for me personally, is so that I can center myself, find stillness, find my heart, find my breath, and then enter into society again, or into my life with my family or my friends or work, in a rejuvenated state, or that I've reflected upon myself. And in reflecting, I discover something about myself, makes me a better person. I can go out into the world and I can be better for others. That's just two ways that we can look at it. I'm sure there are many others. If you'd like to write them in the chat, you may. But the idea behind these meditations is not so much that we're separating ourselves from the community because we want to be selfish and we don't want to talk to anybody and we just want to close our eyes and listen to our breath, although that might be part of it. But it's so that we recognize who we are, we notice what's happening in our lives, we try to deal with the emotions that might be overwhelming or they might be overwhelming, and we're attempting to overcome those overwhelming feelings or those difficult feelings or the pain or the trance of unworthiness or whatever it is that's going on inside of us. And some days there may not be anything intense going on. But we help ourselves get through those times so that when we come out in the end at 6 o'clock, that stillness and peace that we found in this half hour allows us to react better, allows us to notice our feelings a little bit more, allows us to recognize what's important to us at this very moment, because that's what we were thinking about when we were trying to concentrate on our breath. And all of this comes together to make the mindful meditation experience one that isn't vayikach, Yonatan. It's not that I'm taking myself out of the community. I'm not separating myself from the community. I'm doing what I need to do to strengthen my spiritual energy, so that when I am in community and I am with my family and I am with my friends, that I'm the best version of myself. I don't accomplish it every day, but it leads me down a road where I can recognize what's happening in life through a lens of compassion, through a lens of loving kindness, of noticing, of taking stock in what's happening in my life. And in those ways, it leads me to a better tomorrow. So as we think about the work that we're doing here, Monday through Thursday, I think we want to think of it as a spiritual awakening to better live in the world. That can help us to recognize who we are better. And the better we know ourselves, the better we can be to others. So that's just, I want to kind of reiterate that. I'm sure that I've said that before. But this idea that we do this so that we can go out in the world and make a difference from a better place inside of us, I think that's really important for us to kind of grasp, right? We're not doing this for selfish reasons, although there are self-helpful reasons why I do this, and hopefully you do too. But it's not for us to just improve what's going on inside. It's for us to manage what's inside so we can do better on the outside. So with all that in mind, let's get ourselves in a working position to be able to concentrate on our breath and to find some stillness and find some peace. We're just breathing regularly. We're not trying to solve any issues right now. We're not trying to fix anything. We're just allowing things to be as they are for now. We're just looking at this moment in our lives and saying, I'm alive. Thank you. So let's just concentrate on our breath. Just feel each breath as it comes in and out of your body. Pay attention to how you're feeling. Is your body tight? Is it loose? Are you feeling tension somewhere? With each breath, you can release that tension. Feel your stomach getting larger and getting smaller. As your thoughts begin to take you away from your breath, I invite you to just, without judgment, with loving kindness, just bring yourself back to your breath. That's all we're doing right now. As we approach our last 5 or 6 minutes, we ask for two feelings. Feeling of to feel luminous, to feel loved. And with each breath, we offer one of those feelings. May I feel luminous. May I feel loved. May I feel luminous. May I feel loved. And with each breath, you can say it out loud, you can say it to yourself, you can whisper it. Luminous. May I feel luminous. May I feel loved. If you'd like to invite someone to come be with you, you may do so. Keep them there in front of you in your mind's eye. You can ask for these feelings for them too. May you feel luminous. May the light inside of you shine forth. May you feel luminous. And may you feel loved. May you feel luminous and loved. That feeling inside of you about caring for another. May I feel loved. May I feel luminous. I just used I there and bringing it back. May I feel luminous. May I feel loved. May I feel luminous. May I feel loved. May I feel luminous. May I feel loved. And just bring it back to yourself. Let's just have some final breaths. Thank you so much for being with me today. I hope that you were able to find wholeness and peace, stillness, and may you feel luminous. May you feel loved. And may you have a beautiful evening. We'll see you tomorrow for our last of the week.